With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background, a look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Walter Johnson is on the mound for the Cardinals. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, real effective outing for him in his last start. Got the win and did not give up any runs. He'll try and do that again here.
Gene Segura heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, number 9.
First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late, winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
Here it comes on 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's a good location for the fastball there. That's what he'll need to do. Try to get the hitters to expand their zone. Get these guys reaching for stuff off the plate.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Hot shot down the line. And he loses it on the exchange from glove to hand, and he won't have a play.
Yeah, as you watch this one again, it's a great play to lay out and get this thing. And he knows he's going to have to hurry. But as he scrambles to his feet, he forgets one small detail, and that happens to be the baseball. So this should go down as an infield hit, but a nice effort.
First things first, here's a throw over, but the runner's back easily.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. High and deep to straightaway right. Lee going back on it, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Here's Segura around third heading for the plate, and he is in there.
Well, that didn't take long. You get the leadoff single to start off the game, and then you follow that up with a 2-base hit. They're already on the scoreboard, just 2 batters into the ball game.
Yasiel Puig will stride in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he came through with 3 hits in the losing effort.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. The double was his 3rd of the season here in this first month. And he falls behind 0-2. No one out with a runner at second. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup. Give him a different look.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Carlos Gomez will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think it's pretty evident that they don't want to pitch to this guy right here, but I'd be a little wary about putting too many guys on base here in the first inning.
3-0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And with that, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, we're going to talk about Yadier Molina defensively. We can just get to the gold gloves. Just a multitude of those. He's so soft behind the plate. He gets his pitchers a lot of pitches. He shuts down a running game. Very cerebral as well as far as setting up hitters. I don't know if the game has seen a better defensive catcher.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this is swung on and missed by Lind as he falls behind 0-2 now.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Too high. 1-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all-around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first here at Busch Stadium. And Milwaukee's off to an early 1-0 lead. Matt Garza, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, if you're only going to throw 2 innings, which is what he did in his last start, you don't deserve anything other than the loss. Hopefully he'll do a little better in this one and give his team a chance to win a ball game.
David Lee comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Cardinals, the shortstop, David Lee.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired here, 1 away. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
This is a lineup that features so many young kids on this team, and generally you know you're going to have to live with their mistakes, but what you do is you ride that youth and enthusiasm to each victory.
John Jay will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. Too high, 1-0. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, and they were home for just a short time before heading right back out on the road again. So there's been a lot of packing and unpacking recently. That's the life of a big league ball player.
On to first, and it's a good start to the inning for Garza, 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Gene Segura, very good at the shortstop position. Besides being very athletic, Gene Segura also possesses one of the best arms at the shortstop position. Hopefully, we'll have a chance to see him display that great arm of his in this one.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Garza gets the sign, ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
That might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
2 out, nobody on. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Number 62 has got it, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Brewers 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Chris Davis will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Grounded down the third baseline. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way, and that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
Number 62 will stand in, 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's ball game.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Nobody out, runner on first. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. This is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Martin Maldonado will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Lee is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
Yeah, that's just a low fastball here on the outside corner. You see him try to drive the ball the other way, but he got under it just a little bit too much, and that becomes an easy flyout.
Standing in now, Matt Garza, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
A wise decision to pull it back. You've got to make sure you bunt it strikes. You're playing right into their hands if you don't.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. Number 3 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
A cardinal rule if you're bunting. Don't bunt at balls. I mean, you see this on show track. This thing is out of the zone, but he chases it and pops it up. That turns into a wasted out right there.
Gene Segura standing in as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Brewers strand a couple. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Number 3 will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
And there's the fastball that time from Garza. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And it's quickly 0-2. Garza sets his sights. Here's the 0-2. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Well, one thing you can always say when you're facing a guy like this is that he's going to strike hitters out. The question is, are you going to make him work for those strikeouts? And if those 3 pitches are any indication at all, these guys could be in for a long night.
Into the box now, Mark McGuire. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The average sits at .303 entering play. 6 home runs and 32 driven in. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Here it is on 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full. 3-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Nick Savage will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
First delivery to him on the way. Pitch outside, the throw. And the throw here is dropped. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases.
Well, Matt, as we study the numbers, you can see that the Redbirds currently lead the National League in that department. They've definitely got some burners on the roster. And I'll tell you, it's always nice to be able to create some offense with your legs. It really puts the pressure on the opposing pitchers to try and hold them at bay.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul. 2-1. To 2-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt, and as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment, and as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig to make the play. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Well, that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
Yadier Molina will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
Now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now Molina connects on one here. High and deep out to left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, and the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead.
Normally, you hope to get a bit of movement when you throw that two-seam fastball, but you can see there, this pitch winds up straight as a string. He just unloads on it there.
Here's Peter Borges standing in.
Peter Borges.
As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Segura has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. We've played 2 full. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Brewers 1. Leading off the inning, Scooter Gennett, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Scooter Gennett.
Here comes the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
0-1.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
In there, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Just trying to go inside, but you see he kind of holds this one a bit too long, and just like that, leadoff guy's aboard.
Into the box, Yasiel Puig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Here comes the 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Runner's going. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
And this is one dude that's tough to phase out there. After getting hit by the pitch, he says, all right, man, you're going to pay for that. He's into scoring position now on the stolen base.
And this misses for ball four. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
A hit by pitch, then a walk. Things are starting to unravel on him out there a little bit. You've got to pull it together.
So striding in, Carlos Gomez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Yeah.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though, so he's going to have to go grab a seat.
Here's Adam Lind. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Outside, 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's 2 walks now here in this 3rd inning. I mean, it seems like he's having a hard time picking up the catcher right now.
So stepping in, Chris Davis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
At the plate, the worst case scenario, you've got to be thinking sac fly. A grand slam sure would be nice, but you've got to make sure you at least get that tying run home.
The 1-0 delivery. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Up and in on the hands, it's 2 balls and a strike.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
The 2-1 on its way. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
That's 3 straight pitches, all over 100 miles an hour. If he throws a changeup for a strike here, that guy's got no chance.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from 3rd.
Well, that could have been the turning point right there. I mean, this is a spot where you at least got to put that ball in play. Now with 2 outs, that rally could go right down the tubes.
Number 62 steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the third inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Here it comes, 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball, 1-1.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, too. He just didn't hit it.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 3 is there for it. And that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Walter Johnson digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Davis going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Solo shot here to left, and it gives the Cardinals a 3-1 lead.
Well, and now that's the second home run that he's allowed here in just 2+ innings of work, and no question they've had his number here in the early going, and now they stretch the lead out even further.
Stepping in now, David Lee. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Garza's ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Stepping in, John Jay. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
He's set. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Well, that's just good execution right there. Pitcher slide steps. That makes it easier and quicker for the catcher to handle the ball. He gets a good throw off to second base, and they get their guy.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one, too.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
And the count will be full. One out, nobody on. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Line toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Michael Lee steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Runners on first with 1 down. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Well, he's allowed 1 home run in the inning already.
Number
Maybe
3.
he's just a little gun shy out there. It did not look like he wanted any part of that guy on 3-1, and he winds up putting him on.
Number 3 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Puig is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Into the box, Mark McGuire, as he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1.
His pitch count has really spiked here in the inning. He's up over 50 already.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
2 down, runners at first and second. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
The batter, number 00, second baseman
Nick Savage has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
Looking to minimize the damage here. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
You know, sometimes big pitches come very early in games, and this is going to be a big one here.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Gomez. And the inning is over. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 3-1 St. Louis. Leading off the inning, Martin Maldonado. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
These guys need to get things sorted out at the plate. The discipline just has not been real good.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And for as hard as he throws, he's not just a thrower out there. I mean, this is pinpoint accuracy with his fastball. He puts it right on the knees on the inside corner. Not a whole lot you're going to do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Matt Garza. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. but you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
High pop-up. Lee is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The shortstop, number 9, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
And tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready on 1-2. And a good take there will push it to 2-2 now on the Brewers shortstop. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Still 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They still trail it here 3-1. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. Garza steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory and reined in 1 away.
Now batting.
Might have had visions of another home run there. This pitch is right in his wheelhouse, but he winds up swinging right underneath it and popping it straight up.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And Garza's pitch count an even 70 thus far. On the ground up the middle. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Nicely done there at short as you see him ranging to his left. He takes it on his forehand side and then flips it to first for the out.
Into the box now, Walter Johnson. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Lofted in the air out to right field. Puig giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Scooter Gennett heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First offering on its way. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And he'll be thinking that's an out he should have had here to lead off the inning. This was maybe not the most routine of hops, but still, you'd think he'd at least be able to get a glove on it.
In now is Yasiel Puig. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Now a swing and a fly ball. Lee on the move. And he's set down, 1 away. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Yeah, a nice play there to run this ball down over there in foul territory. The runner does tag, though, and move up to third now. But I think they'll be happy to take the out on that one.
Carlos Gomez will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch coming. Here it is. Up and in for ball 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
1-0 pitch on the way. Cold strike at the knees. 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Skied into straightaway right. Lee sprinting after it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll get a step closer. It's a sac fly to make it a 3-2 game now.
And remember, that error earlier in the inning means that that run will be unearned. But a good job there of getting something airborne just to pick up that RBI.
Settling in now, Adam Lind. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. In there, and it's even at 1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard down the right field line. But that's a foul ball. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. Lee is camped under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. So 1 run scored without the benefit of a hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Brewers 2. David Lee comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch of the at-bat. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Oh, and he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the 3rd time tonight, he has served up a home run. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it gives the Cardinals a 4-2 lead.
And this is one of those guys that we consider to be part of that new breed of leadoff hitter. You know, it used to be that your leadoff guy was a guy that might hit 3 or 4 home runs a year. But nowadays, managers are realizing, hey, my leadoff guy is going to get more at-bats than anyone else in my lineup over the course of the season. So why not put a better hitter up there rather than just a punch-and-Judy guy? And that certainly worked out for him right here.
In now is John Jay. So pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. No outs, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Rips this one to first. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Well, this guy on the mound right now isn't fooling anybody to start this inning. The home run was clearly hammered, and this ball's hit even harder, but with just a more favorable result out there on the mound.
In now, Michael Lee, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Now here comes Brewers manager Ron Renicky out of the Milwaukee dugout. And the call is out. That's going to be it for Matt Garza. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Tyler Thornburg is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Number 3 will be the first to greet him here, as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Throw over to first, and the runner back easily. First pitch on its way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
And he's back standing.
Just checking.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, and that liner caught him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Gotta hope he's okay on the mound.
Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire stands in. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
First and second now, 1 man out. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Boy, he's seeing the ball well here early in this first month of the season. Here he doesn't try to do too much with this. He just takes it the other way. That average will climb even higher. He's got another base hit.
Stepping in now, Nick Savage, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run. In to score is the runner from third. It's 5-2.
Well, this run won't be charged to him on the mound, but it may as well be. This is just not what you want to do when you just come into a ball game.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. One there. On to Lind. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 left. 5 innings complete. St. Louis is out in front, 5-2. Chris Davis will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Not close. It's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Sometimes this is just what you need. You know, you're in the middle innings now. You can grind out a walk, make that guy throw a few pitches, get him into the stretch. That's where you can finally put him away.
Number 62 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He waits. Now the pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Boy, and this is just a gift right here. I mean, when you've got the pitcher out there and he can't find the strike zone with a map, why are you going to help him? You don't go up there and swing at the first pitch. And if you do, you better not bounce into a double play. That is bad baseball right there.
Martin Maldonado will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Into the seats, 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Brewers 2. Peter Borges gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Peter Borges.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Tap foul at home plate. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. 1-2. Here it comes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
Just hung in there on that one. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, guys. That is a great at-bat to start off an inning. You got a guy out there on the mound burning through pitch after pitch, just trying to finish this guy off, and he never could do it.
Walter Johnson will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Now a throw over to first, back in standing.
Keeping him close.
From the stretch. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. Takes this the other way to right. Puig is there, 1 away.
And this could have really got this inning off to a great start. But it finds the outfielder's glove out there, and that runner's forced to retreat back to first.
David Lee will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Pause, now the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike, the throw. And he got him at second on a perfect throw.
That's a big-time throw right there. I mean, a big-time throw. Anytime you can get this guy, you've done something.
"5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Number 62 in foul ground makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning coming up. The Cardinals lead it 5-2. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Gerardo Parra is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Gerardo Parra.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Well, the guy you see right there calling the shots has opted to roll with his starter here to begin his half of the 7th.
And that pitch count is a concern, so he may get the chance to finish this inning off and then call it a night.
Hit hard to short, reined in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Yeah, it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Gene Segura digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
You know, guys, you watch the way he's pitched all night, and you'd be surprised to understand that he's thrown a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters he's faced, and he's still pitching such a good game.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Yeah, ground ball out to start the 7th. Now an 0-2 count. He's looking sharp as ever.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now. And that misses 2-2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Scooter Gennett steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. Grounded up the first baseline. McGuire takes it in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Brewers 2. Lawrence Thacker will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Lawrence Thacker.
John Jay gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Center fielder, Sean Shea.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Hit to first. Lind has it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Into the box now, Michael Lee. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Look out. 2-0 now.
And you know, working inside is great. Even backing guys off is fine when the time's right, but you need to be careful here in the late innings when your guys are already down.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. Five runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
Jeremy Jeffress will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning.
Jeremy Jeffress.
Standing in now, number 3. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Now a throw over. Runner's back.
Keeping an eye on him.
A little bit outside. 2-1. Working away pretty much exclusively here so far.
And I don't think they're doing it to set up anything on the inside part of the plate. I doubt they're going to give him anything to pull.
Lifted in the air out to right. Puig on the run. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Mark McGuire digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Before the first pitch, a check at first. Just keeping him close.
Simple throw over there.
And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Three and 0 now. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Two out with the man at first. Now a move over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Payoff pitch on its way. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. One left for the Cardinals. They're still out in front, 5-2. Yasiel Puig will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On to the eighth now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball one. Well, that man right there is into his eighth inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Boy, and he's not too thrilled with that call out there on the mound. And you know what? I don't blame him. I mean, have a look where this pitch is. That catches an awful lot of the plate, and I think I'd be mad if I were him.
Carlos Gomez will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Set to deliver pitch number 120. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to do is put a guy on base right before you got to face a great slugger at the plate. Well, that ain't going to make things easier.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Now pitching for the Cardinals.
New pitcher coming on now, and it's the very hard-throwing right-hander Jordan Walden who'll make an appearance here. Adam Lind will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And for Milwaukee, this is a spot where you really need that one key hit.
We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And now on 2-2, I don't think he'll be nibbling any longer. He's got to come in with something here because he for sure does not want to run this count full.
Set to deal on 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
Chris Davis stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And he takes ball 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
The 1-0 delivery. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
Here's the 3-1. And he misses the circle change there, and it's 3-2.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Swing and a liner. Foul. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
Boy, talk about coming to the rescue. That's 2 batters now and 2 strikeouts since coming in. He's not away from getting a big-time high five in that dugout.
Into the box, number 62, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
They were in good shape with the first 2 on to start the inning, but the rally's definitely stalled out from there.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Robert Castro will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 3, Robert Castro.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. 1-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Take sign?
That would be a take sign.
Has to challenge him here. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And that's got to drive a pitching coach crazy to watch your guy miss with 4 straight to force home a run. You see the sequence again. That's about as easy an RBI as you're going to get. He never even took his bat off his shoulder.
Jay Lee will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out.
Lee.
Luis Jimenez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Jimenez.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Here at the plate, you just need to be thinking base hit here. A grand slam, that'd be sweet, but a single should be enough to tie up this game.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So a run on no hits, and they wind up leaving the bases loaded. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Cardinals are out in front, 5-3. Robert Castro will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 3, Robert Castro.
Neil Cox is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Neil Cox.
Nick Savage will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by Yadier Molina, who waits on deck.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Fastball, then this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Back goes Gomez. Still going back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The catcher, number 4.
Well, this is why you have your speediest outfielder in center field. He doesn't have to be your best outfielder, but he's got to be able to track some things down, and this is why they've got him out there right now. What a brilliant play.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Heading out toward shallow right. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2.
The left fielder, number 11, Peter Borges.
Peter Borges stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is hit in the air over toward the left field line. Davis is under it. And that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And it remains 5-3. Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the 9th inning here from Busch Stadium. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Paul Lee is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 15, Paul Lee. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot, number 72. Ed
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Gene Segura, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
And this is something you really don't see all that often against a knuckleball pitcher. It's very difficult not only to wait him out, but also to steer that ball exactly where you want it to go. But he manages to do it here, and he's got himself a bunt single.
First things first, here's a throw over, and he's back in standing. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Chopped weakly to the left. A spin and a throw to second for one. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man on to start the ninth, and things are looking up. But then this is a made-to-order double play ball, and suddenly you're just an out away from this game being over.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As he'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. Hit in the air to right field. Lee has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And that turns out to be a great start to this series for these guys as they take game one here in front of the home crowd.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 5-3. Good night from St. Louis.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 5 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Brewers, 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.